Hello, this is Corey Gerard again, and I'm coming back at you for another epic Monster Wars battle between Candyman and the Bride of Chucky. So, the scene now shows outside of a giant dollhouse with fake grass around it. This dollhouse is the size of a regular house, though. The picture here displays a daytime scene as a toy lawn machine is seen rolling by on its own. Then all of a sudden, we see the outside sky turn into nighttime and thunder loud noises are then heard. A streak of lightning is now seen just above this huge dollhouse, and suddenly the scene motion moves inside. Now the back of the blonde hair woman is seen as the scene moves closer to her. This woman is then seen facing a large round mirror, which is connected to her sitting desk. A lighting system is also seen surrounding this mirror. Now the Bride of Chucky doll is seen up close as she looks at herself through the mirror. She is now seen replying, "I think it's time to play. So will you come out, my scary Candyman?" We then see the Bride of Chucky lean in closer to the mirror, and then she is seen moving back into a seating position. Then the Chucky bride puts her fingers on her chin and replies, "Oh, what was that saying to bring him out?" She is next seen smiling as she replies, "I know. Candyman, 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 Candyman." Now all of a sudden, the lights in this well-lit dollhouse go off, and a long lightning strike shows Candyman looking back at the Chucky bride. This mirror image quickly disappears, and the dollhouse lights are seen coming back on. The Chucky bride quickly turns around in her chair to face Candyman, who is seen standing behind her. We then see the hook hand Candyman look around the room, but he doesn't walk anywhere yet. Now Candyman is seen looking at the psycho Chucky bride, and she is seen smiling at him. Then Candyman is seen replying, "You in this place isn't like a usual request of mine." Candyman is then seen looking angry, and he puts his hook hand down at the Chucky bride. She is then seen grabbing an ivory-handled custom butcher knife that laid on the mirror table. Now the Chucky bride says, "You should give a girl a chance." And then we see her hurl herself into the Candyman's arms. The Chucky bride now starts to slice at the Candyman as seen doing so. He then throws her across the dollhouse room. The Chucky bride now gets back to her feet as Candyman is seen approaching her. Now he's seen saying, "Be my victim." So we see the Chucky bride respond, "Not on your life, tall, dark, and grisly." Then we see the Chucky bride look around this house, and she claps her hands, making the lights turn off. Then the lights are seen coming back on, but she has disappeared. Now the Candyman is seen roaming this large room house while he searches for the maid doll, or mad doll that is. Candyman then is seen replying, "Why call me if you were just going to hide?" Then all of a sudden, the female Chucky doll is seen jumping on Candyman's back. We then see her respond, "Because I like hide and seek." Now the Chucky bride is seen biting into Candyman's left side neck. It appears that she's using an energy draining power because her bite is now seen as an electric shock static. Now Candyman falls to his knees as seen doing so. We then see him take his hand hook and slice down her back. Then That slice is seen as a very bloody one. The Chucky bride is then seen falling off of Candyman. Candyman is then seen standing over the injured Chucky bride, and she then looks up at him. We then see the Candyman say, "So you like to play childish games?" Now all of a sudden the lights are seen going off again, and they quickly come back on. We then see the Chucky bride rise to her feet and notice that Candyman has now disappeared. She then is seen looking down at her knife on the floor and now picks it up. The bride of Chucky now searches for the Candyman as seen doing so. She then replies, "You can't hide from me, you copycat artist." We then see her raise the butcher knife up as she's seen walking towards that large mirror. Now she steps up on the sitting chair and looks closer at the table mirror. She is then seen replying, "Right back where I started from." We then see the Chucky bride shake her head, and then Candyman suddenly jumps through the mirror. He is now seen leaping on top of the bride, but she stabs him on his side. Candyman is now seen rolling around with this monster bride as she continues to stab him. She is then seen replying, "Hey, I like that mirror, but I hate surprises." Now the Candyman gets back to his feet, and the Chucky bride is seen slicing him across the stomach. She had to jump up to slice him, though. We then see them both facing off against each other while seen making angry expressions. We then see Candyman lift up his sliced shirt, and a lot of killer bees come out of his stomach wound. Now the girl Chucky is seen with a shocked expression on her face, and then the bees cover her whole doll-sized body. The bride of Chucky then falls to the ground, and Candyman is next seen recalling those bees. We then see them re-enter his stomach. Now the Chucky bride is seen laying with her bee sting injuries, as we see Candyman hook hand approaching. Candyman now kneels down preparing to slice her open, but she quickly connects to his mind. We then see the Chucky bride envisioned as Candyman's first beloved wife, girlfriend. Now the Candyman sees the Chucky bride for what she really is, and then places his hook hand on hers. Now Candyman is seen replying, "Be my victim." And then we see the Chucky bride respond, "You don't have to ask a girl twice." Candyman is now seen picking her up and carrying the Chucky bride away. Then Candyman is seen looking down at her and says, "Do you have a way out of this Toyland fairy tale place?" Then Chucky bride then is seen saying, "Don't worry, the fun has just begun," and laughs. We then see her say, "Oh, by the way, I have a crazy husband," as the scene now gets dark. So this is Corey Gerard signing off from Monster Wars.